Okay, we gotta rate my syntax. I love rate my syntaxes. I do these user tests on Show HN a lot, and I thought I should be doing them on Show programming languages as well. Let's do it. So don't hold back and be as critical as you can. Okay. Dern. What's your language called? Dern? I wouldn't call it Dern. Dorn? Maybe Dorn after, is that like a Game of Thrones reference? Anyway. So, what is this? What are we in Markdown? Is this a Markdown H1? Come on. You can spare a couple characters. We have autocomplete now. You don't need to save every character. If you write, is this an import? What is this? You said don't hold back. Alright, so we've got read file. What the hell is this thing called again? Fucking assignment? No, what is this token called? Walrus? I think it's called a walrus. Why use the walrus? Why use two characters when one would do fine? What's wrong with just plain equal? Yeah, I would go equal. Or the word is, maybe. Read file is. If you're going to do two characters, just make it the word is. Read file is global macro, I'm guessing. Okay. Maybe. Is this like a compile time? Is this part of the first pass of the compiler? Not sure. And then you're doing, you love these symbols. Are you charged by the keystroke for your on your computer? You just don't like words? How am I going to read this out loud in my head? So, and then closing brackets. I mean, of course, I think I've got strong opinions that you never need these. Extremely rare situations. And then, so, are you manually doing these alignments? Hope to God you've got an auto formatter, and even then it's just like, why not? You know, you got two spaces here, one space here. Split, join. My God. I love your minimalism. Okay, let me give it to you. Honestly, I think minimalism is a sign of high intelligence. However, I would love to see a version. I hope that you've made this so that you can easily swap out. Like, imagine if I had a button right here that said minimal, and you show me this, or verbose, and I click verbose, and it swaps out these tokens that you've defined with English words. So read file is some, like, break out this syntactic sugar into what's going on here. So it's also hard, I'll give you, like, it's hard to rate a syntax without seeing the syntax highlighting, for sure. Right? Like, that's one thing I've noticed. Like, scroll. Like, if I'm just gonna... Okay, so if I'm just like... Let me just show you no syntax highlighting, right? It's just like, you're like, oh my God. Now, with syntax highlighting, let's do create a new website real quick. So with syntax highlighting, it's a lot easier to see what the hell's going on. You know, see that this is different than this, and so coloring. So it's hard. So hard for me to give an honest assessment of this without the syntax coloring. But in short, I love the minimalism. That's the most important thing. You've got that. You've nailed that. And I would just like a a way, and it would probably be very easy to do this, relatively easy to do this programmatically. And if it's not, then the code needs some work. To hit a button and see the syntax explained in words. Four types of functions. So everything's a function. Thing to thing, common function, thing to list, list to list, map, reduce, list to thing. Okay, so map, reduce, there are four functions, so that's cool. Thing to thing, so common function. Okay, so this is one to one. Okay, thing to list, iterator. I think you've got something neat here. This is neat. Yeah, so there's something really cool going on here. And keep it up. Keep it up. Cheers.